The ultimate warriors face the ultimate hunter in a battle to the death in the jungle. Today we're taking a look at Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Predator, Jungle Predator version 2, and Open Mouth Jungle Predator. Welcome back. Now before we take a look at the Predators and their packaging, my question for you today is, who's your favorite member of Dutch's squad in the original Predator? For me, it's probably Billy. Facing down a Predator with a machete, pretty awesome. I know he doesn't make it, but still, pretty brave to do that. So we have our normal packaging here for Hiya Toys. Predator on the side, some pictures on the back, nothing too interesting. So let's get them out and see how they look. So with the Predators out of their packaging, we'll go ahead and measure them up. You see they stand about 4 3/4 inches or about 12 centimeters. And we are reviewing them together because they are essentially the same figure, just with different heads. But we'll go ahead and look at accessories first. And both figures do come with the exact same accessories, so this won't take too long. You do get your base with the peg there, so you can connect it using these two clips. You can then attach it to another base and form kind of a diorama. You also get the human skull and spinal column here. Nicely painted. Along with a left fist and a right gripping hand to hold the skull. So no other weapons or anything, but he doesn't use them in the film, so it's all good. So turning to the Mast version of the Jungle Predator, and we have seen this figure before. This is the armored crucified Predator from the Predators line, and it's the exact same figure from the body down. The head is different because it has the battle damaged mask and everything, but everything else is exactly the same. As you can see though, the paint scheme is pretty different. The colors are different, so it does stand out on the shelf. It doesn't look exactly the same. Taking a closer look at the Predator, you've got the classic Predator helmet there. A few dings in it, but it's not missing the eye like the crucified one was. He has his bone necklaces here, and various ornaments from his hunts, which is the biggest difference between this one and the crucified one. Big old plasma caster here. Does move up and down a little bit and is on a ball peg. The whole body is done in a darker color scheme, more dark browns than the light tans that we've seen in other Predators. Does have his gauntlets, which do go in and out just a little bit, not as long as the AVP ones. Do have peg holes on the bottom. On the back, all of his metal bits, really well painted. Looks like metal. Lots of hair, very thick. Not quite as flexible as some of the other ones. So it does kind of get in the way of moving his head in that. But a really nice looking version of the Jungle Hunter Predator. I'm curious to know, do you prefer this version or the Armored Crucified one? I think I prefer this one. I like the darker color scheme to him. So bringing in the unmasked version of the Jungle Hunter, and as I said before, this is the exact same figure as the masked version, just with a different head. And I want to bring in the Crucified Predator to compare, and I think this is a different head sculpt. If you look, the chin is a little bit different. It is supposed to look the same in the film, but I think it is a different head sculpt. Bring him closer. You can see he's very well painted. The teeth are really clean. The eyes look great. I'd say this is one of, if not the better painted Predator heads we've seen. The mouth is really well done, all the different shades in it. My only real complaint is that around the sides and everything, they've gone for more of a pinker tone. I would have much preferred a brown. It just looks odd. It clashes with the rest of the body, which is unfortunate because the rest of the paintwork is very, very good. I'm not sure why they did that, if that's an error with my figure or if they're all like that. I haven't seen any in-hand pictures or reviews of this guy yet, so I'm not sure, but it's too bad because otherwise, really well done. Just not the right color. Just a quick look around him. Same as the other Predator. So taking a look at articulation for the figure, the head is on a ball peg, but you don't get a whole lot of movement back and forth because of the hair and the necklaces catching. He does turn a little bit, but that thick mane really catches on his armor more than a lot of the other Predators. He's able to lift his arm very high. It will rotate all the way around, although it catches on his shoulder armor here, so just be careful of that. Got a really good bend in his elbow. There is no rotation at the forearm. There is rotation just below the shoulder here. The hands are on a ball peg. As far as ab crunch goes, not bad for going back. Pretty decent forwards. He does rotate. There is rotation at the waist. The legs can spread very well. You can kick back just a little bit. Go forward a bit. Really nice double bend. And his feet do go up and down, turn side to side, but do not rock back and forth. Really solid feeling joints too. They all move really well and feel pretty secure. I don't think you'll have any problems with them sticking or breaking or anything like that. As far as this guy goes, I won't go over it all again because it's the exact same body, but his head does have slightly more movement than the other one, but is pretty well the same. So there we have the classic Jungle Hunter Predator from the first film from Hiya Toys. They don't bring a lot of accessories, but he traveled pretty light in the film, and what he does have is well done. The paintwork on both figures is exquisite. It really is very clean, and I think this is one of the best painted Predator heads we've seen from Hiya Toys so far. It's just a shame that they've gone for a more pink color to the head instead of a brown to match the rest of the body here, which is very well painted. The Mast version, I think, looks really great and is definitely a standout in the Predator collection. There's no mistaking it for the Jungle Hunter. They also make other versions of the Jungle Hunter, a battle-damaged version with the green glowing blood, and there's also different invisible versions and stuff like that, if you're interested in those. I have reviewed many other Hiya Toys Predator and Alien figures, and I have more to come, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see those. But as for me, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.